Okay. So at this stage, we want to achieve the patient's protrusive record. And I'm going to place an ample amount, more so in the back than in the front. And Robert's going to squeeze together forward and close until you first touch. There we go. We got a nice protrusive record, and the midlines are lining up again. So he's doing that very well. At the same time, I am tentatively going to hold the lower bite block up against the mandible so it doesn't lift in the back. It's very important, because if it does lift in the back, it will defeat the whole purpose of the procedure, okay? We want to make sure that the upper bite block is nice and secure in there so it doesn't move, and I think we're ready to go. Okay, Robert, so I want you to stay open until I'm ready, and we're going to close down together. So I'm going to inject a little bit of material here, ample amount in the back, all the way around, ample amount in the back. Relax your lips for me. Move your jaw out towards me and close. Hold it right there. Very nice. Hold it right there. Not too tight, just hold it there. Very nice. So we want to make sure that the patient translates at least 4 to 5 millimeters in this protrusive movement. Otherwise, the condyles will not ride down the articulated eminence far enough to capture that reading. And that's why I have that little protrusive indicator line distal of the canine line. So when we put things back together outside the patient's mouth, you'll see what I mean. Now this stuff sets rather quickly. Hold it there for me, lips together. You okay with that? Okay. All right. Nice and relaxed for me. Get you to open slowly. Good. Out all together. A little rinse for you. Yuck. And a cleanse. Thank you. Now, one thing I want to point out before we almost done with the centric. Robert did a nice job moving forward. There's our cuspid line. There's our protrusive line, which is 4 to 5 millimeters distal of the lower cuspid line. And Robert moved this jaw forward enough to line up the lower protrusive marking with the upper cuspid line. The midlines are pretty much centered. Very good. And again, this side lined up, the lower protrusive marking lined up with the upper cuspid line. So that worked out really well. Okay, so from here on, we can separate these two. So we have a nice imprint of the keyways of the upper as well as the whole shape of the upper. Very thin in the front and a little bit thicker in the back, which is good. So I'm going to carefully remove this.
Cool.
Cool, isn't it cool?
Yeah.
So that's the protrusive record. So we want to hold on to that and keep it rather safe. Put this on the side. And what we're going to do next, which is the final procedure, is to establish the centric relation. So once again, I'm going to rinse them.